There is only one continent. Or three, at best. First, keep these names in your mind: Pangea, Zealandia, Antarctica, afro-eurasia. Yes, you heard that right. Afro-eurasia. Hello everyone. Welcome to Neo Geo, the channel where you can learn a new type of geography. Forget about what you learned at school about the continents. Because in reality, there's only one continent, and one ocean by the way. Because all continents are connected under the sea. Yes. We are still living in Pangaea. That prehistoric supercontinent we were taught at school, never really separated. I call it Neo-Pangaea, which means the new Pangaea. First of all, did you know that the names of the continents of the world were given mostly for political purposes? The best example is Afro-Eurasia. Let's begin with Europe and Asia. Even a 6-year-old child can see no separation between the two. They are not geographically separated at all. No seas or oceans dividing them. Then we have Africa, which may seem separated at first glance. But if we look carefully, we will see the whole continent is connected to Asia through the Strait of Suez. Note that the Suez Canal is a man-made structure made back in 1869. Now, if we look more carefully at the Mediterranean Sea, we will notice 2 points where Europe is connected to Africa under the sea and share the same continental shelf. The first one is the Strait of Gibraltar, and the second one is the Strait of Sicily. Next, if we move to the southeast part of Asia, we will see it's connected to Australia through the Indonesian chain of islands, and Papua New Guinea. They also share the same continental shelf under the sea. This closeness allowed humans to hop from island to island, in order to eventually migrate to Australia. And people were even able to walk in some places during the last glaciation, because the sea level was low. Then, we have Australia and New Zealand. They may seem separated by more than 1,000 miles of ocean. But looking closely at the seafloor, we will see they are actually very, very close. Only about 5 miles apart, in a zone called Cato through. Here's where it may, or may not be considered a separate continent. Which is why some scholars decided to name it the new continent of Zealandia. So, I won't disagree with you. Going back to Afro-Eurasia, we will see it's connected to the Americas through the Strait of Bering. There is only one continental shelf uniting both landmasses under the sea. During the last glaciation, this place was a solid landmass that allowed animals and humans to migrate from Asia to America and vice versa. But what about Antarctica? You may ask. It's completely separated, right? Well, not exactly. Let's take a look under the sea, one more time. We will see that the tip of South America is connected to Antarctica through an elongated shelf, and then a series of volcanic islands and submarine volcanoes. Similar to the case of the Indonesian islands connecting to Australia. But I won't disagree if you say Antarctica is a separate continent. However, I will disagree if you separate Africa, Europe, Asia, America and Australia. It's one continent and should be called Afro-Eurasia. So, now you know there's only one continent. Or three at best. Pangaea, or Neo-Pangaea. Or Afro-Eurasia, Zealandia, and Antarctica. Thanks for watching. Comment your thoughts on how many continents you think there should be.